Servings of Hope. Welcome back to this week's episode. This might be a little late, but we won't worry too much about that. Yeah. For today's topic, we're just going to be talking about mental health and our experiences about it. I know we touched up on it last week, but there's a lot more to it than we said, and I think it's important to really reflect on our experiences. And we have a special guest today, one of our friends.
Hi.
Do you wanna
your name?
Introduce yourself?
My name's Itzel.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you have anything?
Let's see.
Nothing. Okay.
Very
if
interesting.
you see us like looking down at our Chromebooks, we have like notes and stuff that we're gonna talk about. So, yeah. I think just to be real with everyone, for our comp, we have to have a consultant, and it's been difficult trying to find one. There's a lot of places, a lot of clinics that have nutritionists and dietitians and all of the medical professionals that relate to health in that way, and we've reached out to so many. We have like a whole list of their numbers and forms that we filled out and emails that we sent, and none of them have gotten back to us. And so I think it's just important to keep it real and to tell you guys that we're struggling a little bit on that aspect, but through connections, we've found some people that might be willing to come in and talk with us. We will be having a special edition next podcast with our very own counselor here at school, and so we're going to talk more about these things next week.
So we have reached out to several people, more of the local nutritionists and dietitians in our area from different clinics and stuff. Most of them did answer the phone calls. A lot of them didn't, but we left voicemails and we sent an email, and allegedly they said on the phone that if we email them, they would come back to us. They never did. But it's okay. But now we're just going to try to get guests for our episodes. So right now we have Itzel. We're gonna start off by asking you some questions.
So, what are your experiences with mental health, and more specifically with your relationship to food?
I think it's a little hard because I never really had any like big experiences, because I was raised with like I would say good, to be honest, because my family never pushed me to do anything, and they always wanted me to just be like healthy at anything, so I never experienced something bad. But as I grew up, you get to that point where you're just like, oh, maybe I should lose weight. Oh, maybe I should stop eating more. And so at that point, it's just like you're just like going at yourself and just like picking and just choosing what you want to eat that day or not. But I mean, it's something like it's just I judge myself, but like it's not like I'm like gonna stop, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I have like a balance to myself, like okay, like I probably won't eat because I might get fat from this, or like I might gain a lot of weight, but like I'm not gonna stop eating because I want to, like, I don't know, I rather enjoy my life instead of like picking at myself and destroying my perspective and everything. But yeah, that's kind of it, basically.
Yeah, I think it's hard because as girls, it's like there's a bigger pressure to look a certain way, or like a bigger pressure, not even just like some people have a bigger pressure from their parents, but also like society. When girls like first join social media, especially, you see these models and these influencers, and they're all skinny, and you know, they're talking about what I eat in a day, and it's like salad after salad after salad, and it's like,
or nothing at all.
Yeah, sometimes it's nothing at all, and it's like, is that what I should be doing? And it's crazy to think that some of these influencers out here are actually promoting this behavior, and like being obsessed with the gym, or like being obsessed with your weight, counting calories, things like that. But obviously there are other influencers as well that are making sure that people aren't following these footsteps.
Something else that I want to point out is how on the topic of like influencers and social media and stuff, is like when there is someone who doesn't have like the societal expectation, like their body shape isn't like what society praises, the comments are always like, finally like a healthy body representation and stuff like that. Like, that's mean, that's rude. Like, if you see someone feeling confident with themselves, like there's no reason to point out stuff like that, because why? Like, it may seem like you're saying something good, but like, how is that person gonna feel, you know?
Yeah, I definitely agree with what Angie said. Like, a lot of the times we don't really mean it as an insult. Like, we'll say something like, oh, you're looking good today, or like, oh, you look like you've lost weight, but that might mean something different to the person who's receiving it. It can seem like a backhanded compliment, even if you don't mean it to be, and so it's really important to watch how you say things and what exactly you say. And I think just in general, like, this habit of not having a good pattern or like schedule for eating isn't just like cultural or social or anything like that. It's just sometimes we might get caught up with our work, and we might prioritize what we do instead of trying to properly supplement our body with the nutrients that we need, and with the food and nutrients, as I said before, that we need. Like, this past week, or this past quarter, I would say, is most difficult quarter I've ever had, like, in high school. And it's obviously because of all the clubs that I'm in and all the extracurriculars that I'm doing. Obviously it's college app season for us, and so it's really stressful, and a lot of my time is being taken up trying to do all this stuff. And so during the weekends, I'm locked in my room and I'm just doing work, and it's really easy to forget that I still need to eat. I still need to eat lunch. I still need to eat dinner, breakfast even. Like, I'm not a huge breakfast person, but breakfast can significantly improve your cognitive skills and your cognitive function throughout the day. And so I made it a goal this past 2 weeks to actually eat all my meals. And while it is hard to like lock yourself out of what you're doing at the moment, it's important to like sit down and take a breath and like just relax for a second. Because what I found myself doing is that I would wake up in the morning and I'd go straight to work, and then I wouldn't stop until it was practically midnight, and then I would just binge eat a big meal, and that's how it kind of went. But even then, like, when I am getting the nutrients that I need, I'm not getting it at the time that I'm supposed to, and I'm not getting it in the quantity that I'm supposed to. And so eating, like, these unhealthy eating patterns just really don't work out, even if you are getting the supplements that you need at the end of the day, if that makes sense. But I think that our topic about eating disorders doesn't just revolve around the medical diagnoses of eating disorders. It also, we're trying to raise awareness regarding relationship with food and how important it is to have I wouldn't say a scheduled relationship with food, because you're not planning meetings with food. You just need to have times where you're supplementing your body with the correct nutrients and having a healthy balance between like vegetables, fruits, carbs, proteins, lipids, all that kind of stuff. And so, yeah, I think that's kind of my 2 cents right now about our topic.
Yeah. I think also sometimes what's important, again, like Inara mentioned, is having the healthy balance, and then also like not pressuring yourself too much. If there's times where you don't want to eat, or if you're eating and you feel full, like don't overeat, but also don't undereat. Make sure even if you're not hungry but you haven't ate anything, make sure to at least eat like some fruit, get a yogurt, something that's gonna give you the energy to keep going. Like, for example, right now my mom has me on a juice cleanse because my aunt told me I was fat. So now I just drink juice in the morning and I don't pack lunch, which is not something we should do. Also just don't fall for the pressures that people put on you. Like, if someone makes a comment towards you, don't let it actually affect you. Like, obviously it's hard, it's easier said than done to do, but what matters is your own image and your own perception that you have of yourself, and not what other people say, because at the end of the day, you're the one that suffers, you're the one who's being affected. What you do doesn't affect them. The way you eat doesn't affect them. You shouldn't be listening to them. Do you have anything you want to add? So
I was just gonna say I agree. I agree with what you were saying. Like, especially the relationships that you have with people, and depending on what the comments that they say to you, it can really change your perspective on yourself and how you start to just, like, it was something with the eating and everything. Like, when I'm saying something and they're really close to you, you're going to take it personally because you know them longer. Or if someone you don't even know comes to you, you're going to take it you're going to take it either way, like, in a worse way than you would expect it to. You don't know how much it can change, but yeah, it's just how everything, like, all the relationships and what people say to you can really matter, like, on you, and, like, change you in ways you never expected.
What advice do you have for people who might not be able to do that kind of stuff? Like, what are some, I guess, like, baby steps that people would take to appreciating their body and appreciating what they take?
I would say to start off small. Like, sometimes, like, it feels embarrassing, but maybe just give yourself compliments to yourself, or, like,
affirmations.
Just
Speaking of daily affirmations, something we have been doing, which has been posted on our socials a bit, is we have a star jar, which is in our teacher sponsors room. It's in Ms. McCullen's room. We have a star jar so basically what we've done is she bought some little paper strips which we write some affirmations on, and then they fold them into stars and we put them in a jar. So then if someone's like having a bad day or something along those lines, we give them a star, they pop it, and then they unfold it, and then it has a little compliment or affirmation.
Yeah, so like she said before, we've posted it on our socials. It's kind of an ongoing project. It's going to be kind of our service folder for this project. I first thought of this, actually this is funny, but I first thought of this not for this project, just like a personal thing that I would do, where I would kind of like write notes of how my day has gone, and it kind of took inspiration from this Chinese drama called Hidden Love. It's an amazing drama. If you want to watch it, go for it. And even then, the actress, Rosie Zhao, she's suffered greatly with I think it's like epilepsy and seizures, and like she's had mistreatment from her management, which led her to like form an eating disorder. Like, she's had struggles with her relationship with food, and I think that it was crazy because she quite literally went from not being able to walk, from having seizures all the time, to looking so healthy now. And it's incredible the improvement that you can have. And so I kind of took that the star jar that she had and kind of transformed it to this. I grew up with origami a lot, and this kind of service project has always lingered in the back of my mind, and so this project was the perfect excuse to do this. And so it's really exciting. We also have something else for this week, which is the Servings of Hope Bingo. Basically, anyone can fill it out, but unfortunately we can only give a prize to the kids that go to our school. And so there's a lot of things going from external relationships where you can uplift someone else, to uplifting yourself, to healthy practices like getting an exercise and making a home-cooked meal or something like that. And once you fill it out, it's kind of like, oh, dang, I did that this week. And the first person that gets to fill it out at our school, we actually have like these little goodie bags that we plan on making, and whoever finishes it gets a prize, which is really, really cool. And we do plan on doing a service project every week, which might be a little difficult because we might run out of ideas,
or
but
at least bi-weekly.
Yeah, bi-weekly. So yeah, but I think that might be it for this episode. Not gonna lie, it's
pretty short, but we'll have one out on Thursday. We're filming one on Thursday.
We're filming another one on Thursday because we're
a
day behind on our podcasting, but this episode is actually going up today, so it's going out Tuesday the 18th, and we're filming it Tuesday the 18th, so
we won't be late.
Yeah,
that's it for
anything else?
No, thank you guys for having me on the
podcast.
podcast.
Thank you for being here on our podcast.
Yes. Very last minute, but thank you.
Oh yeah, very last minute, but we needed something. So hopefully this is educational for you guys, and hopefully this is entertaining. Obviously it's not gonna be like call me daddy or something, but well, we got something going for us.
Yep.
Alrighty.
That's
Thank
it.
you guys.
Thank you.
Bye.